Hello, kindergartners. I would like to introduce you to Laura Numeroff. And here is her picture. She is an author that we will be studying this week. And when we do an author's study, we read lots of books by the same author. Remember from our song, "The author writes the words, the author writes the words, the illustrator makes the picture, the author writes the words," that the author is the writer. The author makes up the words to a story. And Laura Numeroff, who lives in California and was born in July, is an author who has written many books. The one that we're going to talk about today is If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. And this is a picture of If You Give a Mouse a Cookie by Laura Numeroff. She did not illustrate the pictures. Felicia Bond illustrated the pictures. But what I would like you to do after you listen to the story is to tell me the last thing that the mouse asks for at the end of the book. And you can have one of your grown-ups help you type in the last thing in the box. And when we listen to stories, stories always have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And the beginning of the story is what happens first. The middle of the story happens next. And the end of the story is what happens after the middle. So all stories have a beginning, a middle, and an end. So think about what happens at the end of this story if you give a mouse a cookie, and you'll get to type in your answer for the last thing that the mouse asks for. Have fun listening to If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. I know you've already heard this one before with Mrs. Lewis reading it and showing you the different props. It's fun to hear lots of people read the same story. You might hear something different every time. So enjoy the title, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. That is the name of the book you'll be hearing, by the author, Laura Numeroff, who is the author we will be studying this week. And listen for what happens at the end.